of, well, maybe mathematicians. Yeah, they put a high value on geometry, on order, on symmetry. These are inventions that they come up with. We have mathematical order in the painting. In this fictional space, everything coheres to one point. It's called the vanishing point. Any guesses where that point is? Where do you see? All lines are going to one location. What is it? What? You think it's the baby? It's to, yeah, it's to the child. These lines coming down, yeah? These lines coming in this way. I'm going to talk about the sides in just a minute. But everything, see, so he's making it theological. If we paint a woman, again, what's our purpose? Why is this person being painted? One of the Medici brothers is being painted because he's wealthy and his family leads the city, yeah? She's an aristocrat, but why is she being painted? It's a wedding portrait, okay, yeah. But normally, a woman is painted only for a wedding portrait to show that the family has money. I have a big dowry. This is the point of painting a woman at this stage, yeah? So typically, she will be in profile with all the family money piled on top of her. In the form of pearls in the hair, again with the textiles, a big velvet sleeve, linen, jewelry, these sorts of things. I have money. I come from a wealthy family. That's the point. What is she wearing? Not much. A house coat that matches her to the landscape, and she's not in profile. She's turning and looking at us. Now, a woman in this culture went outside to go to Mass only. She's not looking at much of anybody. Her family members, her husband, that's about it. So for her to be looking at us, this is very conscious and unconventional on his part. The point, and he states this, he wants to show the motions of the mind. He wants to show that she has what he calls intentions. That this is a real thinking, feeling human being, yeah? Look, compare this, okay? Now, these beautiful paintings, of course, the difference, our difference. He uses a specific technique to get us in there, to penetrate into some psychology here. Look at the corner of her eyes. Who's the younger brother? You have older brothers, obviously. Somebody with older brothers would know immediately. This is the younger one. Yeah, like this. This is sort of the CEO outfit of the Renaissance, exactly what he's wearing. Yeah? Anytime you look at portraiture, whether it's a sculpture or painting or whatever, you want to look at other things besides just the face. What are they wearing? What's around them? These sorts of things. So he's wearing his CEO outfit. So that's what the sculptor wants to get across. He's a powerful businessman, no nonsense. What he's wearing, Giuliano, and I would almost want to emphasize this one because it is the original Verrocchio and not a follower. He is wearing a suit of armor that Verrocchio himself, the actual suit of armor, Verrocchio himself designed. He was a goldsmith as well as a sculptor, yeah? So he's sculpting him in that. Giuliano he's the James Dean of Florence, yeah? He has a lot of fun. He has a party every year called the Giuliano Joustra, a jousting tournament, yeah? So he's in his party outfit, more or less, yeah? And this is the Adoration of the Shepherds. Here's our angel up here. Look at her. the light coming off of the Christ child. See, and particularly, I think you can see it best in Joseph's face. It's bouncing up into Joseph's face, and particularly on his garment, a bright orange sort of gold garment. So this light emanating. Sylvanus, he's not a god, but he is a companion of Bacchus, following him around all the time. And we were sort of his posse, you know. Sylvanus always has, this is Sylvanus, Silenus. Silenus always has a donkey with him because he's always half in the bag. And so he needs this donkey to hold him up and carry him around. Sylvanus is a forest god, so you see these pine needles around his head. Always in mythology. Whoever it is, she's a goddess of fertility because she's holding a quince. That's the fruit of fertility. Here's Poseidon or Neptune, depending on whether you're talking Greek or Roman. With his trident, he's the god of the sea. Various nymphs back here. Here is Ceres, the goddess of the harvest or of agriculture. She's wearing wheat. Our word cereal comes from her name, so she's wearing wheat around her head. Here is Apollo, the god of music. You see he's holding a musical instrument in his left hand, also called sometimes the god of the sun. And here's Priapus, who is the god of male sexuality. And you see his accoutrement, right? Okay. So, quite different. You know what's funny? If you picture the Sistine ceiling, and here's God and man touching, you know, it's so powerful and formidable and noble, and then you picture this happening at the same time. That's the difference between what's happening in Rome and what's happening in Venice, yeah? Their priorities are on pleasure, on the humanity, and again, we had that in the last painting, the emphasis on what is human, not what is noble, what is powerful and human potential, this sort of thing, on the humanity of it all. So even these gods and goddesses are in their most human characteristics, are emphasized, yeah? People take Raphael out and petition in, yeah? But nevertheless, we have all of those except Michelangelo. No one in America has him. So it's good to include Raphael in our walkthrough because, of course, he is very important. Our date is 1510. This is called the Alba Madonna. So again, we're at the height. He's in Rome at this point. Julius II is the Pope. I said he was another one of the great patrons of the arts, along with when the Medici fell away, and Florence sort of fell away, and Rome took over under the auspices of Julius II. And you have multiple possibilities behind the scenes. Multiple things going on, possibly. We could come up and we could say, oh, well, this is nice. It's the Madonna and her son and a third, even if we don't know who they are, this is a nice little family picnic. Yeah? We could take it as that, appreciate it as that, because as that, it's very beautiful, and walk away. We could go further and see the theology underneath it, because look at what's happening. Here, the Christ child is taking a hold of this cross. John the Baptist is sort of hanging on to it. The Christ child is taking it. So this is a forecast of what's coming. He's a child, but he's a knowing child. He's a prescient child. He knows, yeah? And he's taking it on, not with any hesitation, almost in a victorious way, in an affirmative way, as if he's saying, yes, give it here, yeah? So we have some theology